I want you to cry into your Hello Kitty pillow. I want you to put your headphones on. I want you to listen to some Taylor Swift. And I want you to shake it off, you bland bitch.
What up, y'all? It's KMB, the Sexy Ninja, in the place to be for a Paper Saber universe, and this is the New World Podcast, brother. And we're talking about Dynamite / Collision, a 3-hour special for this week. Excalibur, Taz, and Tony on commentary for both shows. May 6, 2026, here in North Charleston, South Carolina, at the North Charleston Coliseum. We start the show off with the RIP, like we did this show here that you're listening to. RIP Ted Turner. This was a big one, because Ted is the one that brought WCW to TV, TBS, TNT, all that stuff, and yeah, Ted Turner's a big name in the wrestling community because he loved professional wrestling and he was in charge of his company, and he brought WCW to the mainstream, and went head to head with Vince. There's that infamous sign where it says Vince fears Ted Turner that Eric Bischoff holds. And you got to think of Turner Classic Movies. You got to think of CNN, all these things. And I saw some interviews they played with him. Never really wanted to take the credit. Just saying, we did what we had to do. We did this, we did that because it's what I wanted, and we did it. Never really taking any credit for anything. And it was kind of humbling hearing some of those interviews. But it's R.I.P. Ted Turner. They start to show off with Tony Schiavone, talking about Ted, and they bring out Sting, and they do a 10-bell salute for Ted Turner, and I'm like, yeah, wow, this is crazy. All my years watching wrestling and then seeing this guy pass away, I was like, okay, and there's the cuckoo clock right on time. So, but yeah, R.I.P. Ted Turner, and hope everything's great up there. We started off with Jon Moxley versus Juice Robinson. Mox and Juice, I gotta say, this was almost my match of the night. This was some hard-hitting stuff here, and I like how Renee is talking about Moxley and, saying, like, Juice and Mox. This is like a long overdue bar fight or something like that. So, but these two do have one hell of a match to start the show. It's an eliminator match for Mox's title. So, like, Juice wins, Mox, but Mox got the win over Juice Robinson. Then we go to the Will Ospreay and what he's up to. He went to Japan, got with the United Empire. And here we're seeing him working out with the Mox cult, because Moxley wants to rebuild him, get him back to being cleared, so Will Ospreay can go on to do better things. Next up, Orange Cassidy versus Dax. This is a Jeopardy match. Whoever wins, if Orange Cassidy wins, the conglomeration gets a shot at the tag titles. If Dax wins, they get a shot at the Trios Championship with Ciampa. But Dax had backup. He had the Dogs. He had Ciampa. Then here comes Orange Cassidy with the conglomeration. They bring out the Young Bucks and Cope and Christian. So there's some even odds here. And I believe the Don Callis family is out there too. Let me write that. I forgot to write that. And yeah, this was a fun match. I like the fact that Orange Cassidy won. I just want the titles off Dax. That's it. Please, Lord, please. And, of course, after Orange Cassidy gets that roll-up, it's a big fight. For Orange Cassidy, conglomeration, Christian and Cope and Young Bucks stand tall above it all. We get a Roosh package. He's in battle tonight. Next up was the Jericho Rick. I don't know. I skipped this whole thing. It ended in a fight. The Hurt Syndicate came out to back up Jericho. Jericho took Ricochet's hat. That's all I can tell you. I fast forward through the whole thing. Renee was with Harley and Mina. This was funny. Mina's hyping up Harley, and Mina rips at Harley's shirt, exposing her bra. And Mina's like, "Oh, I thought you had your gear on. But Harley didn't give a shit. She's like, no. And she just ripped it off and said, let's go. And I was like, all right, Harley. Harley's back. The wrath is back in Harley's eyes because they are taking on Chris and Sheeta. Next up, Okada versus Brian Keith. This was awesome, dude. This was really, really fun. And Don Callis is on commentary. Okada does get the win. Then they cut a promo after. And Okada calls out Darby Allin because he says as much as he loves being the champion, he wants the World Heavyweight Championship, bitch. His words. Andrade package, Jet Speed, because Kevin Knight has a big match with Darby tonight. The Ops. This was interesting. The Ops, Joe was like trying to get Will Ospreay to come back, to come to their side. Says he shouldn't be with the Mox cult. It's dangerous over there, and over here you'll be welcome in the Ops. So there's like a bidding war. But what's funny is like Will Ospreay is already with the Death Riders, So Harley and Mina versus Chris and Sheeta. I really don't know what you're doing with Chris Statlander, the former world champion. And she just got tied up with Sheeta. Her and Sheeta have this weird dynamic. And, of course, Chris and Sheeta get the win over Harley and Mina. But Sheeta, she celebrates. And Chris Statlander's like, no, I'm good. So I'm just wondering about that. Then we have Swerve, who's on the hunt for Bandito. Then Renee's with Brody and Bandito. And Brodito is standing tall with each other and tells Swerve, best watch out. Darby versus Kevin Knight, my match of the night. Holy shit. There's some crazy stuff in this match, man. Kevin Knight hurting his knee. Darby, and I gotta give y'all some props, man. This was definitely the match of the night, match of the week. Darby is putting up that championship, and he's delivering some excellent matches. But, of course, Darby retains. I'm enjoying this. MJF comes out, and MJF's like, I'll give you $1 million. Darby, no. I'll give you my diamond ring. No. We'll wrestle for my scarf. No. He goes, I want something that you would gladly not really want to give up. I want your hair to the MJF. And MJF's like, oh. And he's like, no. And he walks off. But will it be MJF's hair on the line? If so, now I see MJF winning that championship back. And All In is in August. So what is it? May, June, July. Got 3 months until All In. And the main event everyone was speculating is MJF versus Will Ospreay. We could do that. The title has changed hands a few times this year. So anything is possible. Well, no, it changed hands last year. Okay, yeah. So anything is possible. So, is that where we're going? Darby Allin, MJF, one more time, Double or Nothing, May 24th. MJF's hair on the line. We shall see. But one thing I got really excited about is Okada comes out. Me and you next week, bitch. And then Darby's like, you up, bitch? And they're like, bitch. Okada and Darby next week for the championship. Yes, boy. Oh, that's going to be great. Renee's with Ospreay. He's even said it himself because I'm not with the Death Riders. I'm just trying to get back to being 100%. The doc was like, he's not there yet, but whatever he's doing, keep it up. Speedball. Now we go into the collision part of things. Well, it was with this Darby and MJF stuff. Speedball, AR Fox. Speedball gets the win. This was a real fun match. Willow cuts a promo. Pac, the bastard. He's like, I think he's calling out Darby and the Colts behind him. Then Jamie Hayter against Sky Blue. Jamie Hayter wants Tekla, and Tekla and Julia tried to save their friend. Tried to save Sky, but Jamie Hayter got the win. Don Callis family, a little turmoil. Okada's going to get the shot at the championship. Takeshita's not really happy about that. He says he's going to beat Takeshita, and they're going to battle a Double or Nothing. And I'm just like, please, Lord, please. Oh, can't wait. And Andrade kind of questioning things is like, why him? Huh? Roosh versus Squash. Roosh gets the win over Squash Gang. This is like his 5th or 20th Squash Gang match. Cuts a promo afterwards. You mess with the bull, you get the horns, cabron. You know. I don't know what else to say about this. G-Bus. Oh, Jurassic Express Bus. The Jack Perry's World Tour going on live. You know. They have this fairway, Hell and Fairway something going on this Saturday. I don't know how. Is that on TBS or TNT? It's for the golf. I know it's for the golf thing. Main event time, you can't. This is the way to top the sandwich, man. Young Bucks, Bang Bang Gang versus the Mox Cult and the Dogs. Hey, hey. Moxley on commentary. Hey, hey. This was one hell of a main event, man. Just to top it off with some good old wrestling. Good old crazy shit on both sides. But Young Bucks and the Bang Bang Gang get the win in the last hour of Collision. And that was Dynamite / Collision, May 6, 2026. Excalibur, Taz, and Tony on commentary. I give this a solid 5. Great matches throughout the night. Here in North Charleston, South Carolina, at the North Charleston Coliseum, baby. So, that's it. That's all. Really fun match. Really fun show. 5 out of 5. Match of the night is Darby Allin versus Kevin Knight. That was fucking fantastic. Second to that is Mox and Juice. So many moments. I thought you had your gear on with me on Harley. What else is there? And then like the Okada calling out Darby. MJF might lose his hair. What? A lot of stuff going on. So, but that's it. That's all. Tell me what you thought of the show. Drop those comments below. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Share with your grandma. Share with your grandpa. Share with the bum down at Walmart. I am KMB the Sexy Ninja. And remember that the New World Podcast is for life. Brother.
That this reign of terror of yours is still continuing. Listen to me, Darby. Nobody wants to see you with that world title anymore, okay, bud?